I just heard the blog talk going. Oh, there we go.
Broadcasting from Cincinnati, you're listening to the Ringside Reporter podcast. All the news from the world of boxing right here.
Well, I'm talking to you the way I want to talk to you.
Now, here's your host, Eric Lorta.
And we are live. Welcome to the Ringside Reporter Show, where we talk about the latest boxing news. If it's related to boxing, we'll talk about it here. My name is Eric Lorta, and I'm here with my co-host, Joe Habeeb. We got a great show for you today, and you can call in right now and ask questions, 323-870-3857. And tonight, we're going to be talking about Mike Tyson. Beeb, I told you he's not going to be charged with anything. Not one thing. I told you, Beeb, he was going to get off. We'll give you all the details later. But first, we're going to get started with the man, Michael Montero. He's going to talk about his fight this past weekend. Mike, take it away.
All right, man. I get to kick things off. Cool.
That's right.
So I had a fight Friday here in Atlanta. Difficult situation. It wasn't necessarily a fight that I wanted to do. I kind of got talked into doing it, but I got myself in great shape. I was in good shape for the fight itself. Maybe wasn't as mentally dialed in, and my heart wasn't as in it as much as it needed to be. And I lost a split decision. I came out flat. My opponent landed a couple of good shots in the first round, and I just didn't throw enough in the first round. I clearly lost. Came back in the second round and took it to him. Backed him up a few times, hurt him a few times, buzzed him a few times. I thought I took the second, but it was close. In the third, I got the knockdown, standing 8 count, I should say, and almost stopped him. And I was fighting at his home turf in his home gym. He was the red corner. It was kind of weird, man, because I had beat this guy previously, but I walked out first. I got announced first. So I kind of made a lot of compromises going in. No excuses, though. I was flat in that first round. And they say in the amateurs, if you lose the first round, 90% of the time you're going to lose the fight. And even though I worked my way back into it, and a lot of people came up and said, "Dude, I thought you eked that fight out." I get left it in the judge's hands, and I lost by split decision. So it's all good. I'm disappointed. I'm not devastated though. And in the past, when if I had lost in the past, this is my first loss, I would have been devastated. Dude, I wouldn't have left my house for a week. I'm disappointed, but I'm not. I don't have that devastated feeling. So something in my heart is changing, and I think it might be because my wife's pregnant and there's a lot of different things going on in my life that, and I'm about to be 43. Maybe I'm just getting old and soft, but I don't know. I got to think about it. Do I want to run it back one more time? And if I want to run it back, is it because I want to do it for me, or is it my ego talking? Because if it's my ego talking, I got to silence that shit. I got to turn it off,
Yeah. Let me ask you a question, because Beeb, you said you had watched it and you had scored the fight for Montero's opponent. What did you think that he did? Because you had said beforehand, now Beeb had said beforehand, watching the video of your last fight, that he thought your jab was like a little bit lazy.
Totally false. Totally.
That it's a lazy jab.
It was lazy in the first round Friday. I got to go in the second round, but the first round Friday, it was lazy. So, man.
Beeb, if you could take us through this critique again, Beeb. Could you take us through this?
I want to see the fight, man. I haven't seen it.
Yeah, that's the thing. Yeah. They did not broadcast it like the last one, but apparently somebody did film it. So I'll get video, I think, at some point. The only video I have right now is like really bad phone videos. That it just doesn't look very good. My wife took some videos and a few friends did, but they mostly just got like clips, and it's mostly clips of just me doing good stuff. It's not the clips of my opponent doing good stuff. So I want to get the whole story, you know what I'm saying? So if and when I get the video, I'll post it on my channel. Yeah.
Awesome. So was the guy tougher than you expected, or was it just and his name's John Ochoa. It's the guy I fought before. Tough dude, real tough dude, strong guy, really crude and awkward, but strong. And he has a really good chin, because I nailed him with some hard shit. In the third round, I kind of went for broke, and I almost had him, but he took it. But he came in inspired. His mother just passed. And, the last fight I did against him, my brother had just passed. And that really inspired me. His mother just passed. So he kind of fought with that edge.
and he came out in the first round. And the last fight we had, he was all right hand. So I came out just looking at the right hand. He had the left hook this time. So he got a couple left hooks, and you could see, right, he got one left hook right there. And I was like, oh, shit, okay, he's got a left hand now. And it took me a minute to kind of adjust. And once I got in my groove in the second and especially the third, I was good. If we had another round or two, that was it. I was going to stop him. But it was giving up that first round, dude, and you just can't do that. So it's 100% on me. It is what it is. But he definitely fought better. He really did. I got to give him credit.
Now, was this the same guy? This was a rematch of your first one? This is the same guy? I gotcha. Yeah, I tell you what.
It was weird. I didn't.
I'm sorry. It looked like you dominated that guy.
I did. And
it was 3-0. I mean, you knocked him down a couple of times, I thought, or a couple standing eights, I think.
4. I think 3 or 4 standing eights.
Right.
So coming into this one, so this was a charity event that this group did to help like a youth development program. It's funded a youth development program and help with the homeless and stuff. So when they told me about it, I was like, cool, sign me up. They couldn't find an old person, a fellow old guy like me, on short notice. So they said, yo, do you want to run it back with this one guy? And I thought, because I kind of got to know him afterwards, and he's a nice guy and everything, and it's like, I don't know if I want to run this back against him. And it's in his home gym. He's going to have the home field advantage. It was the same judges, obviously the same commission people. So they remembered me tapping his ass a few months back. Yeah. So when I saw him be a little better, I think that's what swayed a couple of judges in that second round, even though I really thought I took it. Even the promoter came over to me and said, hey, Mike, between me and you, I thought you won that fight. So it is what it is.
How old is this gentleman? Is he the same age as you? Or
yeah. Same age as me.
Has he been regularly fighting? Has he been more active than you? Or
yes. So this is what he told me. He came up to me after the fight and said, Mike, look, you inspired me after that last fight. I knew I needed to get better. I've been in the gym nonstop, sparring, getting ready. And then when his mother passed, I mean, that was another thing. And I took a few months off. I think I told you guys, I fought that last one injured. I had a torn left pectoral muscle and a strained, I think, labrum ligament. I can't remember the name of the ligament in my shoulder.
It's a labrum.
That's it. Yeah.
Habeeb torn his too.
I strained it.
Habeeb tore his
luckily, I didn't tear it.
That's what he tore.
But I had to sit on my butt for a few months.
Yeah, that's tough.
Then,
every time you twist your wrist when you throw a punch, you feel that little pinch in your shoulder, right? Like right here.
And then it spread down, dude. It spread down to my elbow and then down to the wrist, right? Because it carries, you start messing up other shit, right? It's
connected to the bicep tendon.
Yes.
Horrible.
So it just, I wasn't, again, I was in shape. Before the weigh-in, a day before the weigh-in, I went and got a DexaFit scan where they do your body fat, they do all that shit, and I was right where I wanted to be. Since January, I've gained 8 pounds of muscle, lost 7 pounds of fat. It's just right where I needed to be. Felt real good. I came in a couple pounds heavier this time with a little more muscle. He came in 10 pounds heavier, all muscle. So he really, really wanted this.
What was the weight for this fight for you? 212?
It was
215.
I was 217. He was 219. So it was just being under 220.
Wow. And you were what? You were like 212 last time, or
210.
210.
Yeah. Wow. So I put on 7 pounds of muscle, but he put on 10 pounds.
Wow.
So we were both kind of going for the KO. And
did he feel stronger this time than he did last time?
I pushed him back, but I'll tell you what it was. In the first round, he just came right out and was aggressive. And I was like, oh shit, okay, I got to fight. I just kind of was just not there. I was just kind of flat. We were the first fight of the night. And right after we got announced into the ring, the ring doctor wasn't there. We had to wait like 10 minutes for the ring doctor. Oh, I see that comment. That's awesome.
Beeb's been retired for 23 years.
Beeb's too fast for me, man. Beeb's too fast for me. I don't want none of that.
No way.
But it was just, again, he felt strong. He felt sturdy, but I pushed him a few times in the clinch. I moved him. He did a couple of smart things, though. I hurt him pretty bad in the second round at one point, and he grabbed me and just kind of we wrestled into the ropes. So he grabbed me a few times. Where last time he kind of just backed up and would shell up, and I could just kind of get on him. and I got him like that in the third. But there was a couple times where he just grabbed me, and the ref came over, so I couldn't work. So he made some improvements. I gotta give it to him.
That's good. Now, guys, there is a groundswell. There's a groundswell in the chat, and there's been a groundswell since this whole thing is going on now. Tommy Boxeo, Notorious VC, they've all been.
You see what they're trying to do,
Beeb?
I know you're half Italian. They're trying to get the two Italians to fight each other. You see,
never gonna happen.
They're trying to get this to happen. Beeb, you said that Montero has a lazy jab in the past.
Never.
You said that he was
not
slow.
right, man. That's
never
not cool,
say that.
man.
Never said that.
And
that
I'm just saying, the man is right here.
That's blasphemy.
I mean, I think if anybody, I think we can get this going, Beeb.
No, come on.
Maybe we could do a pay-per-view on YouTube right here on your channel.
Are you hearing this, Beeb? He said pay-per-view on YouTube. Are you hearing this?
Do you want me to be disabled and you have to do this show? You'll have to do this show by yourself. You'll have to do this show by yourself for the rest of your life. I have a contract here.
I don't know that would be that bad.
Can you do it alone?
You have a contract with Beeb Industries, right? You got like a lock solid
contract with us, all right?
Get a contract here. I can't give it up.
Yeah, contract.
Wait till you're 52, Mike. Oh my God, I'll be 53 in December, man. Oh my God,
you look great, man.
He looks the same age. You guys look the same age,
but you look great.
You don't look the same age. He looks like he's 30. Cut it out.
I'm telling you, man. You look like you're in your 30s, man.
Come on, stop trying to stroke my.
I look the oldest out of the panel. I'm probably the youngest.
That is true. That is true.
I'm the youngest.
How old are you, Eric?
No, I'm 48. What are you, 42?
Yeah, I'll be 43 this
month. You're 42. So I'm 48.
Okay, so we're all Masters Division fighters.
I look like I'm 58.
Well, you got two kids. They're telling me when I have two kids, it's going to age me a little bit. More than boxing has, because boxing's put some age on my face for sure.
How do your joints feel, Mike, when you're working out? Do you feel a difference now training than you did? Obviously you do, but what I'm trying to get at is how much of a difference do you feel?
Beeb, I tried to be smarter in this camp, man. I was lifting in the morning because I wanted to keep muscle on me. I wasn't going heavy, was never going super. The most I would squat was honestly 185. I was just doing mad reps, right?
That's still a lot of weight, man. That's
front squat, back squat.
That's not cupcake weight. That's a lot of weight.
Well,
can't you squat like 405, Mike, if you wanted to?
I can. Today, I don't know about today, but my best squat ever was 5.
Yeah, because I seen some videos of you doing some serious weight for reps. I think you were doing 315, like it was nothing 10 times. I think it was maybe.
That's what I used to do. Is that kind of weight.
It's a lot of weight.
But that messed up my joints, man, and that slowed me down.
I hate to say it, squats really fuck up your joints. They kill your knees.
But if you take the weight off power cleans, I was power cleaning.
Oh, those are death.
135, nothing more than that. But the explosiveness, right? Just doing those movements. I was doing that 4 times a week, and then I was boxing 3 times a week and doing road work twice a week. So I was getting in those 2-a-days. Wow. But what I found was going to the boxing gym at night, it was just hard sometimes to motivate myself. I did it. I went through it, but I felt myself just going through the motions. And that's what I'm trying to figure out right now. Is it that I just don't have that fire anymore, or was this just the wrong event for me and I needed more time? I don't know. That's what I'm trying to sort out.
It's a hard thing. You get up and you have to train. You come home from work, you work a full day. Like I said, you have a house, you're married, you have to keep up the house, and then you have to go train. And it's not, like when you go train, this isn't like you can just walk your way through training. It's intense.
This isn't shooting hoops.
Right. Yeah. It's intense every time you walk in there. Whatever exercise you're doing, and you got to be 100% focused all the time.
That's the thing, dude. It's that 100% part. And this is where I think where I really fucked up. I was telling myself, Mike, you're not 100%. I was telling myself that in my head. But my ego was like, dude, you beat this guy already. Just go in and do the same fucking thing.
Yeah.
He got better. I did the same thing. It was still good enough for me to make it a split decision, to make it close, because I'm a better fighter than him. I just had a shitty night. I have shitty first round, I should say. I should have never landed that, And my ego was like, dude, what the fuck? How the fuck did he land that? He didn't land that last time. What's up? And you get up here and, that's just what happened. And then you got 3 rounds, dude. It's so easy to give up a round and that fuck up the fight for you. In the pro game, you get 6 rounds, you get 8 rounds.
I'll say
Go
I'll
ahead.
say
Sorry.
this. Sorry to interrupt you. I'll say this. If you're thinking about fighting him again, try to do it as soon as possible, because the more time you wait, you're not going to want to do it.
You think so?
And then you know what'll happen?
Yeah.
You'll regret if you don't fight him again, and then time goes on, and you might say to yourself, "Damn, I should have fought him again." I would give yourself maybe 2 weeks, right? And then I would think everything over. Just say to yourself, you know what? I'm a better fighter than him. Wasn't my best night, and I still got a split decision. Arguably, I still won the fight. Let's do a third one, and that will be my last fight. Now I can concentrate on my family. That's
just
what
go in knowing this is the last one.
Yeah,
you know.
Now do this for your dedicate this fight to your baby. That and use that for motivation. I have a feeling you're gonna have twins. I don't know why. I just have a feeling.
Oh, no shit.
Yeah, I have a feeling you're gonna have twins.
I would love that. My wife, because I've told her, I'm like, dude, we can knock out 2 of them at the same time, and she's like, no, I don't want that shit.
This is my prediction. You're gonna have twins, and listen.
Dude, that'd be awesome.
Listen to this one. One's gonna be a boy, and one's gonna be a girl.
No shit.
That's what I think's gonna happen.
That'd be awesome, bro.
Yeah,
because we want 2. Yeah. So
ours are 11 months apart. Ours are 11 months apart.
Wow.
And that's kind of the way if you don't have twins, that's the way to do it, because like you're in formula. Once you're out of formula for both, then you're out of it for both. You know what I mean? Or out of diapers or whatever the case, it's
because it's the first year that's the hard part, right? Where
my God,
you don't leave the house and that's going to be hard for me, man.
I remember, it's just like the cost, I think alone is like, I remember going to like Sam's Club, and I would go in there, I would buy formula, I would buy diapers. As soon as you walked in there, that's like over $100. You haven't bought anything else. You've bought those 2 things.
You haven't bought meat yet or vegetables.
Anything.
Yeah. Well, now they say baby formula is gone. We can't even get baby formula. So who knows whether we'll feed the kid? But
do you have any like a treadmill or anything at your house?
No. I got a heavy bag. That's
I
it.
would recommend getting a treadmill, and then when like do that while when you're having to take care of the baby and stuff. You could still do that and put the baby in the same room, because when you walk, it'll clear your head. It'll make you feel nice and calm and relaxed, and it won't make you miss some of the things, like in terms of working out, you're gonna miss. Because I bought a treadmill. I bought a treadmill, and I put it like near a TV, and I just watch TV, whatever. It really is good to relieve a lot of stress, and it really clears your head.
Yeah.
Thanks, man. Yeah, I might do that, because
you don't even have to run on it. You can walk on it.
Yeah, you'll need something. I mean,
you need something to keep your mind busy, stimulated.
You always hear people say, like, when you have a newborn and stuff, it's always, we can't do this, we can't do that, or it's just it's stressful, but it's stressful in a different way. It's not in a bad way.
Right.
You know what I mean? And
it's a good stress, right?
It's a good stress. And like, you still do stuff. You still do, because you still have your life and your routine. It'll be interrupted a little bit, but you still have your routine and stuff like that. It's not. We're not going to be the type of people that just become assholes and never leave the house again. I do have those friends that had kids and they completely changed overnight. And I'm like, dude, let's hit the brewery. Bring the kid. The kid will pass out in the stroller. No, we can't. We have to be quiet. Turn down the TV. What the fuck is that? No, I'm taking the kid to the brewery. We're taking the kid out, man. That's what we're doing. Yeah. If you ask my wife, she'll tell you. Like, you ask me. I know my 2. They slept through the night 2 weeks into it, man.
No shit.
Slept through the week. Well, at least I slept through the night 2 weeks into it. My wife will say something different, but I mean, I slept through the night 2 weeks into it. So
the hardest part is, my family's in Detroit. Her family's in San Diego. We're in Atlanta now, so we don't have family here. So that's going to be the hard part. We got to do everything ourselves, and that's why, I'm just so focused on wanting to get a bunch of things done first before Lisa says you're on crack. Dude, that's awesome. That's hilarious.
Lisa's the best.
I could tell who runs that house. I could tell who runs that house.
Absolutely runs the house. No question about that.
Calls me up every day crying.
I believe it.
Get him out of here, will you, babe? Can't you guys do a show today, or just get him out of my hair?
Oh God.
Oh man. Well, Mike, man, we're gonna let you go, man. Congratulations. Listen, congratulations on your fight this weekend. Win or lose doesn't matter. I mean, you got in there. That's a dream anyway, just to get in there and fight.
Yeah.
But even more so, man. Congratulations on your new baby coming October, I guess. And
yes,
man, we're just happy for you, man. Really happy for you.
Yeah, thank you so much, guys. I appreciate it. And to my team and all my supporters, I just want to say thank you. And again, I'm disappointed that I started flat, but then I'm trying to remind myself, dude, I finished strong. There's a lot of guys after the bad first round find a way out of there. And, I never got hurt, never backed up, took it to him. It just came up a little short. It just is what it is. So I feel good.
Yeah. And I mean, hey, 3 people thought when 2 of the 3 thought you came up short. One, you know what I mean? Split decision.
One had it right.
A lot of people, one had it right. A lot of people came up to you afterwards.
The other 2 tried to Dimitri Bivol me or Canelo Alvarez me, man.
Canelo,
you scored a standing 8, and unfortunately doesn't really amount to nothing in the amateurs.
Yeah. Right? Yeah, because if that would have been a 10-8 round, boom,
that's a 10-8
good.
round. That's
you know what I mean?
Yeah, that's game over.
The one thing,
they score them 10-8 rounds or 10-9 rounds?
You have to really, really beat the brakes off somebody,
Yeah.
But the one thing I was going to say is I train with a lot of pros, and it has me I do 3-minute rounds. I'm working on science. I'm working on setting up shots. In the amateurs, if I could give anybody out there any advice, what I learned this time the hard way is you just got to fuck craft, fuck science. Just go out there and throw punches. Yeah. If I would have done that, if I would have thrown 5 more punches in one of those rounds, boom, I win the fight. It's that simple. That's why I'm beating myself up. You got to just go out there and throw punches in the amateurs. It ain't about that pro style trying to be pretty. It doesn't work in the amateurs, Yeah. So I learned that lesson this time.
Yeah, I see you on Facebook, and you had that picture with you, and I guess they were your sparring partners or whatever. There's like 4 or 5 of them. Those guys are huge, man.
Yeah,
those guys are
big
huge
motherfuckers, and they're a lot younger and stronger than me, man. So
I was looking at them like, my God,
taking punches from those dudes.
Oh God!
When I went into the fight, even though my opponent landed some shots, I'm like, okay, whatever. Let's keep going. I just didn't throw enough early on. That's the only problem. So yeah.
I mean, hey, you're a winner either way, man. So it doesn't even
appreciate
matter.
That, brothers. Thanks, guys.
Matter. All right, man. You have a good one, and we'll talk to you soon. All right.
You too. We'll do it again soon. All right.
Absolutely, man. All right.
Peace.
Man. So big groundswell, Beeb. They want to see they want to see you and Montero get it on, man. What's going on?
That would never happen.
Wow, you think you would just steamroll him, huh? Hey, you might, man. I don't know. Hey, listen, man. You told me prior to him coming on that he had a lazy jab. And listen, you're the one that breaks down fights here, not me. I mean, you break down the fights. Listen, man, I think you got a good shot, man.
He could find me with one arm, and he'd still beat me right now. Please. I'm struggling to get out of bed in the morning now.
Isn't it the case where you just wake up and something hurts? Like my knee was hurting. I'm like, man, what is going on?
Everything, man. It's always something. I got a bunion too